Good morning, all. I am in my garden and I thought I would show you some of what's going on. I grow lots of things. I would not say I am an excellent gardener. I've done lots of things over the years and I'm learning a lot, which I think is the best thing. I come from a lot of farmers and a lot of gardeners, and so the earth and planting and growing has always been a big deal in my life. And so a couple things that I've worked really hard on over the years are raspberries and elderberries. And my raspberries they're just about ready. So I just want to show you a few things and kind of give a little information about this. Later, I'm going to do some more things with the raspberries. Definitely doing more things with the elderberries that I'll be showing you. But I can't quite do that yet because not everything is ready. But I do want to show you what I've got going on. And my dear neighbor friend is saying hello. All right, so here is one of my raspberry patches. This used to be a big full tree, and it got some carpenter's ants in it, and it destroyed the tree. But when we first lived here, this tree was up in lots of shade, and the birds would sit in the tree, and they created this raspberry bramble. And so really at first there were just a couple little sprigs, and I was like, those are raspberries. I tried moving them to another place. That didn't work out really well. And then they just kept coming back. So I just let this one grow, and I'll show you my other one as well. But there's another one. This one might be ready. Let's see if it comes off easily. Oh yes, and there you have it. Let's see if I can show that to you well. Nice dark purple. I will freeze these until I have enough to really do what I want to do with them. So this bramble grows and grows and grows. It's really taken over some space, but I'm okay with that. The other thing that you really need to know about raspberries is how to prune. So you can see with this one how dark that branch is. That is some old wood. That's probably 2 years old. But you can see like this one here, this is a brand new stalk, how light in color that is. So at the end of this growing season, I will prune. Old wood I'll prune, like if it's over 3 years old, I might cut it all the way back to the very bottom. New wood, I'll like cut about a third off. And 2-year-old wood, I'll cut about 2/3 off. And then 3-year-old wood, I'll try to the best of my ability. Like I don't have that, labeled. So this has really grown and really spread. And I'm excited about everything that's going to come out. We've got some new shoots up here, and this is a space that I can kind of let it grow and expand. If you're not careful, raspberries will take over. They will spread and spread and spread. So I have to be really careful about that. I have another area that I cultivated and I've worked really hard with. So I'll show you that in a minute. Another berry that I grow and I've been cultivating and working really hard with are elderberries. And elderberries, they're like a bush, kind of like a tree, but I would say more a bush. This is the shape of their leaves, and they get these little clusters that will grow into these beautiful white flowers. I've got one bush that is really, really full of the flowers. These flowers will eventually be itty bitty tiny little very purple berries, and I think these flowers are amazing. If you see how like their pollen is really on the outside, they've got several little pollen pieces on the out, not just one in the center. There's several. It goes around the outside of the flower. So really interesting configuration. But all these will become little itty bitty tiny berry purple berries when they're ready. And even the stalk, sorry Gigi, even the stalk will become very purple. And these berries are really high in antioxidants. They are kind of a tart berry. They're not really good to just sit and eat. But because I have a friend who knew lots about them and was like, oh, please take care of these elderberries. Like, lots of people don't really know anything about them anymore. And so I have worked really hard over the years. I've made jelly, I've made syrup. They make a really great jelly. And I put on waffles on toast, all kinds of stuff. I've given a lot away. I really love the elderberries. Those won't be ready probably until the end of July. The raspberries, I'll be picking them, you know, from now, which today is the 21st of June, until the first week or two in July. But the elderberries, I'll be doing that into August. And the same thing, I'll freeze them and then I'll pull them out to actually start making my jelly. I'm out actually picking some raspberries today, and have been for a couple days, and will be doing it for several weeks. And as you can see, you know, the one in the center might ripen first. Here's a good example right here. The one in the center will ripen first, and when you pull it, it should come pretty easily. If it sticks, no, Lucy, it's not quite ready. That one took a little bit, so maybe this one in the center is more ready. Lucy and I both love raspberries, so she is always willing to help, especially to get those ones deep down. So as you can see, you know, one is starting to get darker in each cluster. I think this one over here is still kind of reddish. It's not quite dark. That dark, these are black raspberries. They become deep purple. Yeah, these will take a few more days. They're not quite, they're just more red. But down here I've got some that are starting to look good. We've had a couple nice cool days, so picking raspberries have been a joy. Then I just take them in, I put them in a freezer bag, and so the ones that I picked earlier in the week will be ready when I have more to actually do quite a bit with. I usually let Lucy have one or two. I always let her have the ones that are down below that I can't get to. Have at it, but I've been sharing a little bit because the ones down below aren't quite ready. Although she's finding something in there. She's looking hard. There's one. Ooh, look at that. There's a little bounty over here. Wait, there it is. All right, that's it for raspberries today. She's willing to go at it, even with all those spikes and thorns. Tough girl.